inside, 'cause I only have eyes for you.
The boy was beautiful in a way that's difficult to describe. If you took one Tom Holland and one Timothy Chalamet and just a dash of Bad Bunny, take all of these men, blend them up into a blender, pour them into a human-shaped mold. Put that mold into the oven at 350 degrees. Not even close. This boy was so beautiful that you may even say to yourself, how could he be considered mortal? He was a demigod. That means he was born half from the heavens, the moon, and half from the earth. And it was on this earth that he had a most favorite place. The forest. It was his favorite place to sing. That when he postulated himself upon a log and opened up his big, beautiful lungs, that he would let out such a song. Now, would you believe me if I told you that the very flowers themselves would bend, that the great beasts would bow in reverence to this boy, that even the clouds themselves would part, as though to gift to the boy the very sun itself. The forest loved the boy, but only in a way that a forest knows how. In the same way that it loves the tallest tree, the shortest of ferns, or the darkest of mushrooms. But the forest did love the boy. Ah. So one day, because the boy is young, he overdoes it. He gets up, he postulates himself, he opens up his big, beautiful lungs, and he sings for so long that the sun itself was forced to set. It's dark now. The boy is left in darkness. He doesn't know how to get home. And he wanders, and he wanders, and he wanders in circles until he's so tired that our sweet, beautiful boy needs to rest on a pile of roots. But in the morning, when the sun came up to shine its beautiful rays upon his delicate skin, did he awake and noticed just there, just through the brush, through the bracket, through the leaves, there was a city where he could go and get some help. This city was known as Thespiae. Mm-hmm. You can imagine it as ancient Greece's Berlin, techno clubs and all. And when the locals, the Thespians, when they saw this boy, they could hardly believe their eyes. That they would try to rub themselves back awake as if they were still dreaming. That's the only way they could describe this beautiful boy walking through their streets. And the boy would go to them asking for help, and they would stammer, some even going so far as to shriek and run the opposite way, the boy could feel his situation growing hopeless. What was this crazy city he was in? That was, until he met the king. Oh, the king. Yeah, he was a good-looking king. Big beard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 abs. And plenty of followers. And he was dressed in all kinds of gold, thread, jewels, pearls, that when he sat himself upon his chase and opened up his silver mirror, he would say to himself, "Aren't I just blessed by Aphrodite?" And then the boy walked in. And when the boy walked in, the king, he felt humbled, actually. That I believe the king was truthful when he said to the boy, "All of my life, I have thought I have known beauty. But seeing you, I stand corrected. You are truly a marvelous and beautiful creature, and I can find myself already falling in love with you." There's that word again. Love. The boy had only felt it once before. From the forest. The same forest that can only love him the way a forest could, the way it loves the tallest tree, the shortest fir, and the darkest of mushrooms. But this was something different. This was something beyond the forest had ever given him. And the king continued speaking. "Take my hand, and I shall make you my cup-bearer, and I will name you after the flower that grows within my kingdom, Narcissus." Narcissus. It's a nice sounding word the first time you hear it. Narcissus. But there was one problem. The boy already had a name, and it wasn't that. Actually, what is even a cupbearer? Does anyone really know? I've heard of kings asking for cupbearers. I wrote it in the story, but I don't really know. But is it something that you have to become in order to be loved? And if that's true, then why had no one asked the boy before? I wish I could go back. I wish I could go back and tell the boy what he needed to hear. That the king indeed did love him, but only in a way that a king knew how. The same way that he loves his threads, his pearls, and his crown. So, when he saw the boy hesitating, he grew upset. "How dare you not see what I am trying to offer you? How dare you not accept all that I have to give? You are truly so arrogant. You are so selfish. You may be beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, I can see that you are rotten. Leave my kingdom, leave my city, and never come back here again." The boy did as the king asked. He left. He went back to the forest. Just didn't really feel like singing anymore. So he went to rest beside this pond. It was dark, tangled in all kinds of moss. And when he stared into it, he could see his reflection. And in his reflection, he could hear the king's words. Arrogant, vain, narcissus. The words piled up like stones inside of him until he couldn't move. And he didn't want to eat. And he didn't want to sleep. He just remained stuck, staring into a black mirror until there was nothing to remain. This is the story of Narcissus. The version we know, the version that's commonly shared, that's the version the king tells you. In the king's version, he tells you that the flower bends in looking at its own reflection. But it's not vanity that causes the flower to bend, but remembrance for the beautiful boy and the songs he used to sing.